Hey everyone, so I want to talk about why fish bowls or goldfish bowls or beta bowls or any sort of bowl that they say you can put a fish in is not a good idea. So first one is they are usually small, such as one in front of you here. This is the aquaculture from Walmart. This is their $10 for $10 you get this 1 gallon bowl. That's usually about the size that they are. Maybe if you're lucky, you can find a 2 or 3 gallon bowl. But usually they're very, very small. I mean, that's if you're very, very lucky, you can find a 2 or 3 gallon. Usually they're like a gallon or less. So first reason why they're bad is just they're too small. I mean, you can maybe put a shrimp or two in here. Um, I mean, I wouldn't even do that. You can do like a moss ball if you have some other sort of lighting above it, because these do not come with lights usually. So you can't really put anything in these. Beta will be horribly depressed in this. A goldfish is even worse. So really nothing alive besides maybe a moss ball should go in here. Number two is these types of tanks distort the fish's view. This one isn't too bad. You guys can't probably see this in the video, but how many sources can? There's just a weird waviness going on here. This is weird in the middle. This side's even worse. So there's really weird angles and lines that they put in these, which means that when the fish is looking through it, just like when we're looking through it, it distorts your view, and that is not good. That can stress out your fish. That can make them go. No, it would make me go crazy if I always had to look through that just to see the outside world. So the same reason is it can distort their view. So this one's not too bad, but still does have a bit of distortion there. And again, I know I'd go crazy if I had to look through that. It's kind of like grabbing someone else's reading glasses that is the wrong prescription for you. They're way too strong, and it's blurry basically, which is again, it's just not good. It's just stressful, just like it'd be stressful on a person to be walking around like that or swimming around like that. Number three is these usually do not have a filter with them. I mean, up top, there's really nowhere to put a hang-on bag filter, and you might be able to get away with like a tiny internal filter on here or like a sponge filter, but then you're just taking up more room as well on the inside of the tank. And again, these are already too small as is. So third reason is no filter for it, and every fish should have a filter, be it a beta or especially a goldfish as well. I know there's that myth out there that betas are okay without filters, but in reality, they really should have a filter. It'll just help them stay healthy and keep happy. And then a fourth reason why these are not good is there is no top. Yes, you can get some that do have tops, but most of them, like this glass bowl here, like your standard glass bowl, is not going to have a top on it, which means that, well, little kids can go and throw in crayons or throw in a whole bunch of food, which of course is a bad thing, especially when they throw in like crayons and stuff. That's just very toxic. Or dumping a whole bunch of food that will end up killing your fish very fast in a small tank like this, or a small bowl like this. I wouldn't really call this a tank, really. Then of course too, if you have like animals, like a cat, your cat might go fishing for your poor little fish without a top on. It's better to have a top on than it is to not have a top. So better have a top than to go topless. That's just in general. Then too, of course, your water evaporates faster as well. Made a video on that probably a couple months back on a topless tank, and that was like a 10-gallon tank, and the water evaporated from that super fast. When a 1-gallon tank, it's going to evaporate even quicker. And then a fifth thing here, and this is not necessarily just weird at fish bowls, but small tanks in general. Which these again are usually going to be very small, usually about 1 gallon or less, unless you're lucky to find a bigger one. And that is that the water parameters, they can fluctuate very, very quick. So that'd be like ammonia, nitrite. All those things can fluctuate very, very quickly in a very small tank. And then two, it is also very hard to get them to be and to stay stable, where again ammonia should be 0, nitrite should be 0, nitrate should be low. Not necessarily 0, but it should be like below 20, depending on what you have in your tank. And if you have a very small tank, such as a 1-gallon bowl here, those water parameters are just going to fluctuate very quick. And when parameters do fluctuate very quick, it can end up in a dead fish. So again, that is more of a small tank generalization more than just a fish bowl. But again, these are usually very small. So yes, there are 5 reasons why fish bowls, goldfish bowls, beta bowls are not good, do not make good fish tanks. If you guys have any other reasons for why these are bad tanks, let me know. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in general. Go ahead and leave me a comment below. And as always, I thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next vid. Goodbye.